You first, Joe. Joe in Bayonne, New Jersey, for Joe. How much consideration should an investor place on a company's CEO when evaluating a company to invest in? This is a great question because we always talk about, if you can't say J.P. Morgan without Jamie Dimon. You couldn't say Disney without Bob Iger and Apple and Tim and on and on and on. So how much weight or stock should you put in that?
Tremendous question, and you should put a significant amount of thought into who the CEO and the management team is. And because you want to make sure you have a CEO that when there's a troubled time, he's able to understand risk and manage it well. You also want that CEO that understands to make an omelet, you've got to break a few eggs. And he's not unwilling to go out, take some risk, like Satya Nadella did with Microsoft in acquiring LinkedIn, like Jeff Bezos did in going out and acquiring Whole Foods for Amazon. Look at the benefit, the realization that those CEOs are seeing now. So I think it's incredibly important.
Jimmy Lebenthal, Judd in Utah, has a question for you, Farmer Jim. I was hearing a lot of recommendations to buy Cleveland Cliffs in the past, but I haven't heard any lately. Is it time to buy while it's low?
Hey, yes, and sorry, I haven't meant to be silent on it. Obviously can't talk about every stock every day, but I own it. I continue to hold it. I've added in the last couple of months. Here's the news on this one. They bought AK Steel at the beginning of the year. That's given them a lot of exposure to the auto industry. Now, that's been bad in the first few months of this COVID crisis, but you're seeing auto production start to resume, start to pick up. That's going to be additive to earnings. They're also opening a brand new hot briquetted iron plant this summer. There's a lot of positive things going for Cliffs. That's why I've added to it over the last few months.
John Najarian, to you now from Rubin in California. I'm looking to add a small, high-risk, high-reward position. Any suggestions?
I got a bunch of them, Scott. And most of them, Scott, would be in the casino space. Why? Because these guys, their business was totally shut down. Totally shut down. Now you look at some, like, for instance, Penn Gaming, and you look, they reopened 10 casinos today. So to Tillman Fertitta metric that you mentioned, are people going to go there? I think they are, Scott. And so you want high risk, high reward. I think you get it in the casino stocks. If I had to pick another area, I'd probably go with the cruise lines, but I've already done that. In fact, I'm in Carnival Cruise Line with Mark Lazary on the debt side.
Wow, interesting. Okay, thank you for that, Doc. All right, Carrie, Whitney in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Salesforce, is it a good investment right now?
Well, Whitney, I think it is. We've owned Salesforce. It has underperformed this year, and I think the reason is because Salesforce needs people to be adding to the workforce, not obviously leaving the workforce. So to the extent that we get to the other side of this shutdown and we start to bring people back to work, even if they're working at home, we add seats. Salesforce is a great company with a subscription model. It's about serving clients, customers, and managing that inventory, and I would buy it right now.
Carrie, I'm going to give you a bonus one because I've gotten this question. I'm seeing it right now on Twitter, and I've gotten it before, and I want your take on it. Your investment committee frequently mentions half position or one position. What do they refer to? A certain percentage of their portfolios? How do you answer that question for our viewer?
Okay, very good question. So with our portfolio, we own about 33 names, and so make it easy. That would be a 3.33% position for each one of them. If we're going to establish a half position, meaning 1.75%, 1.5% to 2% of the entire portfolio. Sometimes we do it when we think a stock is a little bit rich and we hope to buy more of it when it comes down. So that would mean establishing a name at half a position.
Good stuff.